Good afternoon. How are you?
I'm doing well. Doing well. How are you?
I'm good. So I am happy that you are here. Well, this is my cousin, Sheldon. But Sheldon, can you introduce yourself to everybody?
Yes. Sheldon's my government, but I go by It Sounds Like Shel. That's my producer name, my stage name, my music name, my artist name, and I do music.
Yes. So I know that I remember when your dad would talk about your beads and I don't know how if he told you, but he would say it sounded like something. It really sounded good. So he was really proud of you. So it's wonderful to see that you're in your element doing your thing, and you haven't stopped.
Thank
So you're welcome. Can you tell me where your inspiration for music came from?
you. It came from my father and my grandfather. Um, my dad collected music. He listened to music. He was always playing the newest stuff from Busta Rhymes to Diddy and all of them. So he always was playing it. And then my grandfather was an actual DJ, you know what I mean? So he used to actually get gigs and he DJ'd at his own wedding and stuff like that. So yeah,
That's pretty cool. So when you think about your beats, do you feel like it is more old school or is it like the new school feel?
it's funny because that's why like my name is called It Sounds Like Shel because it don't really sound new or old. It just sounds familiar.
Mhm.
But it sounds like something you haven't really heard or like, it's like
Mhm.
it's different.
Yeah. I remember when we went to the studio and you were like grooving to the beat, like your your thinking on music is a little different.
Right.
And yeah, I could hear the acoustics in there, but then I could hear the different instruments at the same time. But then it's like you can also put it with rap or
Mm,
you can put it with R&B.
right. Right.
So
Yeah.
that just came from your love of music or the background, or that's just your style.
I think that's like my style because I always try to be different. I always try to go against the grain. Like I always been the type of person if somebody's doing this or everybody's doing this, I'm gonna go do something completely different because I never been attracted to the masses. So that's how
Yeah.
I came up with that. And then when I started making beats, I started making beats at a time where I didn't know what to do. There was no YouTube. There was no ask nobody how to do this. There was nobody to show me. So I literally had to just do everything off ear. And I think that created a sound for me that like once I got the technical thing side of things ready, it just started making sense afterwards.
Yeah. It definitely makes sense. It's like you can feel what you were feeling, even if you were going through a lot of different emotions,
Right,
it's in there.
right.
And then one day I was watching you, I'm always like snooping, but you had something on Instagram and it was like the lights were flickering. You had lights in there. And I was like, the beat is going with the lights, and then you were just going off. I was like, okay, you feeling that?
Mhm.
So I know you make the music, you produce.
Right.
Do you also write?
Yes, I write, I record, I got my own songs, I mix, I master, I arrange, I do all those things now.
That's amazing. That is so cool. How long have you been doing this?
Since 8 years old, I made my first beat at 8. I wrote my first poem at like 9 or 10, and
Mm,
started writing raps at 13.
that's amazing. That's absolutely amazing. And all of your music, everything is copywritten, right?
Yep, yep. And there's a lot of ways to get that done.
Yes. I love that. So you keep it in the family. Your sister-in-law, she can sing. I remember hearing about her, but I haven't heard her music.
Right, right. Yeah, she super talented. Um, her and my wife, you know, they got voices. They get it from their mom, and
Mhm.
she sings in the choir in the church and stuff. So she grew up on that. But musically, like she has a sound that's crazy too.
Wow.
Yeah, she then wrote for Tinashe, Mac Wild. She's on Chapter 5. She was able to get a gold plaque off of his album, working on Trey Songz Chapter 5 album and stuff. So yeah, she's heavy in there.
So it's embedded in that household.
Yeah, yeah, we don't have no choice.
That's cool. Are you all working on anything right now? You and your wife?
uh, Her currently, no. Me always, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm. Yes, I got a couple projects, couple people I'm working with now and stuff. Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Have you thought about doing a soundtrack for a movie?
Yes, that's one of my goals.
I love that. I think that's important for anyone that views this to know because we are right here in Atlanta.
Mm.
Movies are going on all the time.
Right.
And I've been talking to a couple of people that are in the industry, and hopefully we can do some work together. But maybe me and you can do some work together because during the pandemic, I wrote a short film.
Okay.
So yes, let's take a look at that. I think that would be really good.
I'm with it. I like that.
Yes. So have you worked with anyone in the industry since the pandemic started?
So before the pandemic, I've been fortunate to be around like Jazzy Faye and, you know, get some things off of him and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Uh, with my sister-in-law, she put me in touch with my boy Jay Kitts. He done did a lot of stuff for like Jadina and a lot of people like that. Right now, I'm currently working with Ears to the Streets. He signed to Mike Will Made It. He's been on Creed 1, Creed 2 soundtracks and stuff like that. So we doing a lot of things right now. And some other people, I got West End Shawty, and then one artist I'm super proud of is Keish O'Neal. He's a dancer as well. He's pushing the limit and he's getting a lot of responses. So and everything we doing is like is doing well. So yeah, I'm excited to do the things we're doing.
I'm so proud of you doing your thing and then networking because I think that's so huge, when it comes to being in the industry, knowing the right people and then knowing your sound and whose sound fits with you. And then if you're going to write with somebody, understanding where they're coming from so that the words fit.
Right, right. Mm,
That's that's so cool. I'm so proud of you.
thank you, thank you.
You're welcome. And so I know you're at your home studio.
Mhm.
I love your other studio too. So I'm always like, that is so bad. And so with that studio, you built that yourself.
Me and my best friend Mucho De Niro, my partner.
That's so cool.
Mhm.
You guys did a really good job. Did you do anything special so that the sound kind of bounces off of the walls?
Yeah, so like the building already, it's a 3-story building. It was a dance school prior to anybody being in there, so they got like the really good wood floors and things like that that help absorb the sound and stuff. And so then we put a lot of soundproofing on the windows and all that stuff and installation and things of that nature. And yeah, to help it secure the sound.
I can't wait to hear some of your music. I
Mm.
can't wait to hear. Do you still go back to the other studio that you used to go to?
No, they actually demolished that probably.
No.
Mhm.
No. Are they building over it or are they just
And so, but that building had, you know, took a turn for the worse. It had like you just kind of tell where it was headed in the direction, and a lot of things happened, and so yeah,
oh, okay. It was
yeah,
scary, but it was a vibe. So like I felt safe there with you,
hmm,
but it was like you could tell like music could really be made there.
right, right. Yeah, and there was a lot of people that was actually doing a lot of things, in the industry and stuff. Ran into a lot of people in the hallways. Absolutely.
Yeah, I remember you saying that. So did you connect with those people so that you guys can
Oh
still
yeah,
work?
yeah. A lot of them same people followed us to this studio because now they're looking for somewhere to go, need somewhere else to record and stuff like
Look
that.
at you. You a whole businessman.
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so not only do you write, you produce, but you also rent out your space.
Rent out my space, engineer, mix, and record.
That's amazing. So if somebody wanted to come in town, because I hear that a lot. Hey, I need to come to the studio. I need about 3 hours. Do you guys know a studio I can go into? Where can they find you? How do they get in?
You can just hit me at It Sounds Like Shel at my Instagram, or you know, that's basically it. Or Mucho Dinero, you can hit him too. We direct everything, so that's how we're doing it right now.
Okay, cool. So when we finally end, then I'll make sure and I'll upload it. I'll make sure that your Instagram is tagged
Yes,
and any contact information you want to provide.
right, right.
That's cool. So do you have set prices or does it matter? Um
It depends. You know what I'm saying? For certain people, you know what I mean? Depending.
yeah,
For me,
yeah.
I like to do it because I love it. I like to do it based off the talent and the work ethic of the person. Because if I feel like that person is really good and we can get a lot done, then I'll drop my price so that way they won't be discouraged to not come in if they might not have the funds, or,
Mhm.
because I want to stop the creativity of the real creative ones.
Yeah.
For everybody else that just want to play, or, casually do this, then yeah, they got to pay full price.
I know that's right. You wasting your time and mine.
Yeah.
So
It's a lot of those in this industry, unfortunately. So,
that's sad.
mm,
That's really sad. So, I mean, in the future, hopefully, there are individuals that you'll be able to connect with that I also know. I tried to do the whole little manager thing, but that I could not. The sometimes artists are out of control.
yes, absolutely.
Yeah, and I'm like, I can't. I'm a Christian. So that's tough for me, but any connections, I'm gonna continue to share that information with you.
Likewise, likewise. Because we got a lot of people coming in and out that building, just renting out the space. So like, I sometimes just be sitting at the front desk, just watching everybody come in, just introducing myself, and just being up there. It's a great connection spot too.
Yeah, I want to come up there and just vibe with you. You know,
Anytime. Yep.
okay, just hang out. I don't know, like I was like, it was just so cool, just and I miss the studio, even though I don't even know if this voice could ever sing again, but
We
just
could try it out.
huh?
We could try it out.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay, don't embarrass me though. We got to make sure all your friends are gone somewhere in a in a different area.
We got everybody downstairs. We got two studios in there, so like, we can, yeah, make it happen.
Okay, cool. That's cool. Do you have some music that maybe we can hear?
Yeah. How would you like me to like play it?
Um, if you have it on the device that you're using, then let me see if I can let you share.
Okay. Let me see. Or you want me to give you? Cause I got a song that I engineered and did everything. That's like on Spotify.
Oh, that would be cool. Yeah.
Mhm. Would you able to pull it up on your computer, or you want me to pull it up from mine?
Let me see if I can pull it up.
So how's the how's the life with the new superstar?
Oh man, I'm so proud of him. But he's still the same. He acts just like you.
Yeah, I know he just got
Nothing changed.
the, yeah.
He's still so laid back. He's like,
Mm-hmm.
it's still me. I mean, even before that, like he didn't really take out the trash or clean cars. So nothing has really changed. She's um still man.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Y'all gotta get together.
Oh, yeah, definitely, definitely. Yeah, I'll be giving him my support on Instagram and stuff. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
doing his thing.
Yeah, he's always asking about you. But we too close.
Nah, yeah, we are. Yeah.
I don't know if it's gonna let me. It's asking me to download, and my podcast is on Spotify, but I'm not sure what it's asking me to do. Let me see. So and I think, okay, so I want to kind of talk about that too, even though it's going off course. Does your wife still do the dancing?
She hasn't for a little bit. She used to, you know what I mean? She getting back into it. She decided to like focus on more like a corporate career and get that situated and stuff. Cause she just got hired at Equifax. So she,
Oh,
that was a goal of hers. So she's been putting her focus in that.
okay. Tell her congratulations.
I will, I will.
I'm so proud of her. So when I say dancing, I don't mean like
Yeah,
the
not the
club.
crazy dance. Yeah,
Yeah,
choreography.
I just want to clean that up. But I know that she mentioned that it helped her stay healthy
Hmm.
and kind of just zone into herself.
Yeah.
So it made me think about it because like I'm over here doing Pilates and yoga, and stuff like that, trying to get back into shape. But it's like I hear so much about dancing and how it helps you to kind of like calm your anxiety too,
Hmm.
and then drop weight and stuff. But she's so fit.
Right. It's specifically the heels choreography. So, she go to the classes and they do the dance routines and heels and stuff like that. So,
Like
they
break
give
the
you a
neck.
sense of confidence and, you are in there with other women and everybody's just there with the same goal. And,
Mhm.
it just brings on and it makes you want to do it more and more. And then so she just be around the house just dancing, headphones on, dancing to the refrigerator, dancing to folding clothes, just dancing.
Let me start. I'm gonna put on my heels. I'm gonna fall a couple of times, but I'm gonna try it.
Mhm.
Um, okay, it's asking me to log in. Let me see if it's. And you did something a couple of months ago and you put it on Instagram. It was so hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was so hot. I was like, yes. Yes, I was feeling that.
It was like a song of me or like somebody was recording or like do you know what it was maybe?
You were sitting down. Um, it looked like you were in front of maybe your keyboard or something, and you were like just dancing to it. So I think it was something maybe you had just did.
Okay. Yeah, possible.
It was hot though. I was like, I mean, the beat was hot. Yeah. So yeah, I gotta get you connected to these people that I literally just met, and I actually, oh, maybe you could do my beat for my YouTube.
Yeah, I do it.
Okay.
Hmm.
So you could tell me your price and then we'll just keep working on out.
Yeah, I got you.
It's asking me to verify. Okay, it's doing too much. It's asking me to verify who I am, and all my passwords are in my phone.
Okay, let me see. Let's see. I'm gonna try to play it from here and see how it sounds if you can hear it.
The way we argue, you probably hate me. I've been yelling at you, going crazy. And you ain't been playing fair. And you always gotta take it there. And when it's up, I'ma leave it there. Stubborn as fuck, we don't even care. It's gonna be a long night, I'm just getting started. I on my mind and my heart, gotta get it off. Baby, if you pay attention, promise you gon' get a prize. I don't mind breaking even, but it's different, taking losses. These are my true feelings, I'm being honest. Why would you respond if I'm off the wall shit? This is how you do me, and this happens often. Whenever you need me, baby, I am always all in. Look up, baby, our sky is falling. Good love, baby. Good love, baby. This not what we can call this. Give up, baby. Give up, baby. Stop it. It's just us, baby. But we in this bitch going at it like a mosh pit. Now I am standing over here, staring at you on the other side of the room. And you making facial expressions, I don't know how to move. What are our options? What are we supposed to do? We get further apart, the more I get close. When we argue to you, you probably hate me. I've been yelling at you, going crazy. And you ain't been playing fair. And you always gotta take it there. And when it's up, I'ma leave it there. Oh, stubborn as fuck, we don't even care.
That was hot. Every time it said a curse word, I saw you look at me like.
I was like, I don't know how PG this thing's supposed to be.
That was hot. So is that you rapping?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Man, come on now. Come on now, Shel. You killed that. That was good.
Thank you.
That beat was hot. Your voice with the beat, it was so smooth.
Thank you.
So you produced, wrote, and rapped that.
So mixed it, engineered it, did everything.
Man, so you got that out on Spotify. Are you having that played by the DJs here?
No, I just been like this one just been more like a for fun type of vibe, you know, just put it out there just to see how people feel about it and stuff. Because people not knowing me to be the artist. They're just now finding out to me, you know what I'm saying, to be the artist. So I'm surprising a lot of folks right now. So it's fun. I like the surprise factor.
Yeah, that sounds real good. And I hear the growth. Even from just a couple years ago, I can hear the growth. I can hear, man, it just sounds so mature.
Thank you.
You know, you are so welcome. I can hear exactly what you're saying. I understand exactly where you're coming from. And it sounds like you're having that conversation with your wifey, you know, and you're talking to her. Man, I'm just gonna say, you sound like your dad, man. you sound like the way he had conversations with you, like this is how you make the situation work.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. Well, let me know that, because you know, he ain't get to see me like this yet. You know what I'm saying? He just missed out on, you know what I'm saying, seeing me like blossom into the music thing, you know. So yeah. But I know like behind closed doors, apparently he was telling people about my music. He wouldn't tell me.
Mm-hmm.
Telling everybody else. So that's cool.
He was bragging about you like, yeah, he sound good. I'm proud of him. But the thing is that you would go in, and even if the sound wasn't working in the beginning, you kept going. And he was proud of that,
Right.
that you didn't give up. Even if somebody said something negative, you just like shrug it off,
Right.
keep doing what you were doing. And he loved that about you. Man, I'm so proud of you. That sounds good. I don't want you to look at that like, oh, I'm just using that just to put it out there. I want you to put it out there, and I want you to be serious about that one, not the next one. That's hot. And it's the summertime. So
Yeah.
this is the song that people need to go wash their cars and be bumping they sounds to.
Mm-hmm. No, for sure.
I'm so serious.
No, for
And
sure.
a lot of the music is violent. It's negative.
Right.
And you talking about reconciling.
Right. Yeah, that's the lane I want to come in, you know. I want to fit that position of that married person who coming with that perspective versus, you know, what we normally used to. I feel
Yeah.
like it's cool now to be in a relationship and actually love somebody.
Okay. To be grown.
Right, right.
Okay. Exactly. And the thing is that even if it's not cool, somebody has to start showing people that this is just who I am, because a lot of people will pretend to be something else, like, oh, I'm out in these streets, and they really married, and they have, other people out there in the streets looking like a nutcase, and then when it gets cold outside, they by themselves. So,
Right.
okay,
We sure they could be listening to that.
okay, and you just like, hey, I'm a married man.
Mhm.
It is what it is, and no matter what, I'm over here fixing it with my wife. So,
Right.
that's what I'm talking about. I mean, beach. You can listen to that on the beach. You can listen to that I feel Saturday. When people are just doing their thing, hanging out, going to go shop, whether it's for clothes or grocery shopping, cleaning up,
Right.
So I'm proud of you.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're
But
welcome.
funny story. Wifey love but hate that song.
Why?
Everybody that hears it loves that song, but that's literally almost like a play-by-play of what happened one night.
Oh, Lord. That's why she hated, because she like, why you telling me?
She understand, you know what I'm saying? It replays for her, but it's dope though because I called the song Malcolm and Marie. And if you've seen the movie Malcolm and Marie, that's one of my favorite movies. And I felt like that fits that kind of narrative of how the movie went in a sense. So, I made it about that to kind of throw it off a little bit. So
That movie was absolutely crazy too. When I watched it, I had to watch it again because I was like, these people.
going at it. But then I had to but when you really think about it, it's like, do we look like that to other people? You know what I'm saying? Like, do
Or
we
behind closed doors, because it looked like in front of everybody they put on,
right a show, right?
yeah, and they both look gorgeous, but then they came in and it was just toxic. So
Yeah.
yeah, so I mean, and I know, relationships are difficult because when you're there with somebody every single day, every day is not going to be sunshine and rainbows. But the fact that you want to work through things and fix them, and you're like, nah, we here forever. That's some grown man stuff.
Somebody gotta do it.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
Because a lot of people ain't doing it. So
yeah, but like I said, I like to go against the grain. So the 1000% that's gonna go left, I'm gonna go probably diagonal.
that's what I'm talking about. Grown man and using your own mind, because that's something else we see a lot. People going with the crowd. And it's like, sometimes I look on social media and I'm like, does anybody just use their own brain anymore? Have their own feelings or logic?
No, I don't have to because somebody already made a meme about it. So
Right. And so they're just going to like the meme. And if everybody is happy with it, then let's go with that.
Yeah. Yeah. Or other people liked it and shared it. So I'm not the only one that feels this way, even though it could be wrong,
Yep. Which is so sad. It's so sad, but changing the narrative. And that's what adulting is all about. Leading by example. So tell me some stories about the studio, because you don't have to get down and dirty. But so a lot of people may think one thing about the studio. Is it what they really think? And I know, but
I've seen like all angles of it, so I feel like it is, but it don't have to be. It ain't, but there's always people that create it that way, or so like the artists, they gotta have all the women and all this around and all the bottles and that around, and they gotta put on a show, and
Mhm.
in the studio, so they gotta put on, got their best stuff on, so that comes with personalities and. So you see that, but then on flip side of things, like my boy Western Shawty, he does trap gospel, and he's not like that. You know what I'm saying? He comes in with his girl, his family, his baby, and we get things done and talk about God and inspirational stuff and things like that. So it just depends. Some people make it that way, but a lot of times, like women, they don't. They probably like the best ones to work with because they come in all business. You know,
Good.
and because
Mhm.
they already got that fear of okay, they about to try to hit on me and things of that stuff. But like, I'm not like that. So when they come in and we can just do business, and then they ain't coming in with a whole entourage or a bunch of people trying to show off nothing. They do a job, so we get the job done.
Mhm. That's good. Yep, that's how I came in. I told you I worked with Jesse Faye's cousin,
Yeah,
Sosa. He said, "Hey, I'm coming to get you." All right. I
right.
wrote a song while he was on the way.
Yeah.
Went in there, laid it down, and literally, I think the first take, he was like, "That's too fast." Okay.
Mhm,
Went back, and he was like, "Ad lib more,
mhm.
put some more in there." The third time, boom, got it, and I was done.
Right.
Yeah, we like let's go ahead and put this music down, and I'm gonna need you to get up out of my face because that's
Mhm. Right. Right.
that's what it is. So do you produce the music?
Mhm.
Are you able to copyright the music, or do they have to go through their own process of copywriting?
There's many ways to do it. Like me, like my beats and stuff, to get them copyrighted, it's called a poor man's copyright, where you email yourself the file so that way you have the time and date and stamp. And then what a lot of artists do, they use cracked versions of things. Like if you actually buy the product, like FL Studio or whatever you use to make beats,
Mhm.
has its own time step that it saves everything down, like how long you worked on that project, when the date, the time, and the different things that you can actually, you know,
Mhm.
what I mean. So like when I pull up my program, it says my name, and what I'm saying. So when we look in the details and stuff of that file, my stuff is there.
That's cool. Now, I know back in the day, they would kind of reuse the beats.
Hmm.
So if they sold a beat to me and somebody else said, I want that beat too,
Hmm.
then they may edit a couple of notes, but resell that beat. Do you do the same thing?
I do, but it depends, right? So like if I sell a beat to somebody and it's an artist that's not really gonna do nothing with it or this and the other, and somebody else heard that beat, but I can't get that beat back. I either have to buy that beat back, the rights of it back, or recreate that beat. So I would recreate something similar, you know what I mean, to keep that same for the person that actually might do something with it. Because what happens a lot of times is people will buy your beats,
Mhm.
don't record nothing, don't you don't know what song has been done on it, you don't hear from it, or if it's been put out, or so it's like when you sell them, you kind of lose the rights of
Yeah,
the potential of somebody else might been able to take it serious. So right now I do mostly leases versus actually sell them. So I'll lease it, and I got two options. So I have the limited lease, and then I got the unlimited lease. The limited lease is if you purchase that, then I give you a year to do whatever you have to do before I can sell it. But
mm,
the unlimited is the one where it's just if you just purchase it, I can sell it and lease it as many times as I want to until somebody buys it.
that's pretty cool.
Mm.
That's nice. So do you have beats that are already prepared for situations like that where someone needs to come in and they're like, hey, um, so and so wants to do this song together and we need a beat real fast. Do you already have stuff prepared for
Yeah,
situations?
yeah, a lot of times like, I had stuff like that, or like if they heard the beat that's already sold, I'll let them record over it, and then I'll take the beat out and make a beat around it and go about it that way sometimes.
That's cool. So, do you DJ? I've never seen you DJ, but do you DJ? Because it seems like you could.
I know everybody always asks me. I get like people ask me to like do their parties based off of like how I think about music and stuff, but I don't want to DJ. It's not something I want to do, so I never thought about doing it and still won't do
What?
it. Like, but I will do like perform as far as like 'cause I just bought this new MPC, you know what I mean? So it allows me to like make beats and stuff on the spot wherever I am, and I could plug in almost anywhere. So like I'll perform or something, like make beats in front of people, or I'll do some stuff like if we had an event, make beats for the crowd, or something like that, but not like actually DJing. I'm not, because I might start catching a feeling how I feel. I might start playing some stuff y'all wasn't even trying to listen to right now.
But you know what? That's what, to me, that's what DJing is all about. It just vibing off of the feeling that you getting or the crowd is getting. So I've never DJed before. But listen, our job is they're having some kind of a party, and it's there's going to be games and all kind of stuff like that. Why did I sign up to be the DJ?
You feel it.
Listen, I don't know what's gonna happen. But I can say I'm excited. So, huh?
Preparing for it.
No, the funny thing is I just signed up yesterday. So I was sent an email like, these are the things that they need help with.
Mm-hmm.
And so I saw the DJ slide and I was like,
Okay.
well, why not?
Yeah.
You say yeah.
Hey,
Say yeah. You like, okay.
To say yeah, so yeah.
I said maybe I'll bring in Alexa because it's only for an hour. So what damage could I do in an hour?
Yeah, that's true.
Bring in Alexa and I'll just be like, play, my list or whatever.
Right.
And the first thing she probably play is Brandy. They're gonna be like, Lord have mercy, it's a party.
Right. Hey, you never know though.
I'm excited about it, but I think so. You know what? I would love to see you do a live and DJ. I would love to see you do it.
I'll have to learn.
I think just go off of your feelings. Like, what do you feel like in that moment? And then I think people go off of your emotions and just start rocking with you.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. But something else I would love to do too is like I would love to see you have all of the people that you interact with, all of your artists, do like a show. I would love to see that.
Oh yeah, that's gonna come soon. We trying to get everything together now. Because we done did a couple shows. We do like a couple open mics at the studio, and stuff like that. So
Oh, that's cool.
And we got some people that we working on, like, setting some things up. We got a location that's, where is that? By Sprayberry High School.
Okay.
Called Kai's and Coles, that we be going in like Friday nights and stuff like that. But they got a stage and things like that we've been help promoting. So they will allow us to do a show there. So.
Okay, that's so cool. That's so cool.
And then we're gonna do prizes and stuff too, because we like to make it like really official. So it's like last time we took everybody to Florida, to Panama City. and stuff. And we shot videos, had the cameraman come out there. So we shot everybody videos to their songs and stuff like that. And then we rented boats and we was on the water, went to a beach. And
What?
did the whole thing.
And you didn't invite me?
Hey, the first one, we was just trying to see how it was gonna go.
Listen, I want to go. So I like to do all kind of stuff. So like I really want to learn how to direct.
Okay.
Because with that short film, I feel like I can do it my own self.
Okay.
So I would love to like be a part of the filming of some of these videos, you know, maybe not so close to the water, but the land, the land ones, because, you know, freak accidents. So
yeah, a lot of people be coming up there. They rent the studio to shoot their video in there and stuff like that. Our own music, we direct a lot of our own stuff. Like Mucho Dinero, he's just artist too, so we hands on all his stuff. So it's like we direct and do everything ourselves almost. So yeah, we can. Yeah, I can teach
that's
you
so cool.
things. We can put you with some people. I got some contacts. People who love me, so they gonna. Yeah.
Oh, please do. I think that would be so cool. It's the summertime. It's time to work.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so and I've been balanced in so many different things, but to get into something that I know I need to do, man, I'm so ready for that.
Right.
I'm so ready. I'm so ready to see my name across the screen, you know, directed, written.
Right.
Come on now, let's do these videos.
You know.
I just thought about something. One of the artists that I mentioned to you, he's trying to do his video.
Okay.
Okay. All right. We gotta make this connection.
Mm-hmm.
We have to make this connection. That would be so fire.
Right.
So okay. All right.
Yeah, and then, you know, see what we all could do together and put it together.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking about you two.
Mm-hmm.
You know, y'all working together, but yeah. No, I want to work with you, but y'all can work together.
For sure.
Okay. So do you have a website where people can look at your songs and things like that, or they can find you on Spotify?
You can just find me on Spotify with that one song right now. I'm about to get together and put a website of all the songs that I'm a part of, because you know there's so many songs all over different places. I could tell you to go to this artist or that artist or this person and things of that nature. So I'm working on having like a one spot, you know, where you can just like a playlist of everything that I put my hands on and things of that nature. So
I love that.
With that, like, you know, like sometimes I get confused of who I want to play because I got a lot of people I be wanting to play.
I don't blame you. Yeah, I remember when we were in the studio and you were like, okay, play her this. Let her listen to this. But everything was fire. Mm-hmm. Everything sounds so good.
Thank you.
So I don't think there's anything you can do that is going to miss the mark.
With some folks, you'd be surprised.
Really? But I mean, are they true artists or are they people that are trying to get into artistry?
Some of them do be true artists, but a lot of times it's the chemistry as well. Because remember, I think I hear it different than a lot of people. And so a lot of people are stuck on doing it a specific way or trying to sound the way others sound. I'm not doing that. So sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, it's time to come out of some things. And I don't remember if I was on Clubhouse and I want to come back to Clubhouse, or if I was on Instagram, and they mentioned that there's some music that we heard a lot that we're not hearing right now. And I'm so grateful because first of all, I didn't understand what they were saying. So I'm like, y'all missing the whole audience here. If I don't know what you're talking about, then everybody in my age range probably are a little confused. And so you're missing out on money.
A lot of money. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Even as far as one of the best advice I got was from Sean Garrett. And I met him at Tammy Rivera's album release party. But when he had found out I'm a producer, he was like, you know what my secret was? I was like, what's your secret? He was like, I literally watched what everybody else did and did the complete opposite.
Whoa. That's smart.
You know what I'm saying? Then so that stuck with me. So it's like, how much more different or like, you know what I mean, out the box than because like now that I'm like trying to push it myself, I'm seeing other people trying to push their creativity and stuff like that. So like my boy Ears to the Streets, like he's real like high energy and like real he cold, but I got him on like a little different wave. Like, you know, it's a different vibe that he's liking right now. So
Wow. That's cool. That is cool. I think the sun is way too bright. It's got me like, woo. Jeez. Huh. And I'm looking real pale because of the sun. I do have a mini tan here. Gosh. But so I wanted to ask you about Clubhouse.
Right.
So I think it's next week. I am going to be interviewing the person that started the House of R&B.
Okay.
I want you to meet him too. So he lives here in Atlanta also, probably close to your age too.
Okay.
And he just loves music. And so in his room, was it last weekend maybe? But when I tell you he has connections to everybody. What's the guy's name? Is it Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis with Janet Jackson?
Yeah.
Okay. So he had those guys in his room like some months back, and then all the artists, a lot of artists came in to the room. It was so cool, and he interviewed them. He interviewed Karen White. I can't think of the guy's name, but this guy wrote songs for Jamie Foxx.
Thanks.
Everybody, do you know who this guy is I'm talking about?
Maybe by a face.
Huh?
And maybe if I see a face, I'm more of a face person.
Yeah, okay, so you have to come into his room. Do you ever go into Clubhouse and hang out and listen to some of the artists, some of the people that are sharing their music, or they just want to be heard, or go hang out with some of the DJs and stuff?
Well, you know, I'm team Android, so Clubhouse wasn't available for a long time. So I think they just made it available for Android. So I might have to get on it now, but I missed Clubhouse for a little bit.
Yeah, it's time to jump on in. I want you to come into the House of R&B. Okay. When I say, I think he interviewed Jody Watley, but the connections that he has, but the thing is that it sounds like and he'll tell us more next week, he just likes listening to the music.
Right.
And hearing the people sing. Right. Like, that's just who he is. So, but I think that would be really good if you guys connected and kind of share connections and things like that, and maybe come into his room, you know, talk to you. You'll like him. I'm so serious. He's so chill. Okay. He is, you know, like, and I'm probably one of the older people, and he's still nice. You know, he don't treat me like I'm old or anything like that. He just be like, no, I'm just gonna come in and listen, you know. So yeah, you definitely have to meet him. So I'm gonna go on Clubhouse later on and tell him about you so that y'all can get connected. But yeah. I'm so glad we did this. I'm glad we did this. Yeah, so I know you have things that you need to do. Why is it getting? It's dark. It's supposed to be getting dark outside. I see the sun coming through your window too.
Yeah, no, it's bright.
Okay. Right. And I'm like, it looked like it made my head look real big here. Lord have mercy, make my ponytail look real small too. Like, come on now, Shadow. Don't do me like that. That's shady.
I'm on hanging that.
Okay. Okay. Carol asked me earlier, is that your hair? I was like, yeah, okay. This pandemic did something good.
Yeah.
Okay, staying out of that sun. But anyway, I'm goofy. I'm crazy sometimes. Is there anything that you want to share before we go? Any information that maybe we didn't touch on?
I think I'm good unless you got anything else for me.
I want to do this again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
But let's do it in person. We could do it at the studio. You know what I mean? We can, have it set up and things of that nature. We take a tour and,
I want to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely want to do that. And then I want to record you doing your thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we could do that.
Yes. And then maybe your brother can come in too. And because that music is fire. I'm like, are we waiting on something? Like, is it out there?
Yeah, I mean, everybody be in their process. Everybody, got me, I had to find myself. I found myself. So now I'm about to get back into it.
Okay.
And actually put it out because like that song right there, like it's getting a lot of responses from people I didn't think would, get the response for, or it's just so I'm loving the attention I'm getting from that. And so one of my guys wants to shoot a video for it and everything. So
Oh wow.
come up with a treatment and figure it out.
I'm gonna love that because I know your wife is gonna play herself.
She might not even want to be a part. We might not.
I want her to be a part of this. I need her to be a part of this. Mm-hmm. And I would love for her to be, listen, I am choreographing your putting together your treatment. Okay. So I would love to see her dance, love to see her like do a little something. And you guys maybe do a twirl together or something like that. Have on dress clothes. She has like maybe a ballroom gown on. And you get on your hands and knees and you like, girl.
Sure.
Giving her roses, like, okay, let's do this. I'm ready. I can't wait to see this video.
Yeah, it's gonna be my first one, so yeah.
This is so cool. I'm so proud of you. So proud of you. All of your hard work and dedication.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So the next thing is, listen, I'm guiding you through this whole process. You like, girl, mind your own business.
Because I love it. You know what I'm saying? Because like this is a dream. So like anybody that like loves it too, like I love it and I listen. So like, because I had some people listen to me and share like conversations and different things with me. So it's like I'm gonna give everything I done learned away. So
Exactly. And there's certain things that I can't do that you can do. Right. So take it all the way. But I would love for you to put together something and then share it with Tyler Perry so that maybe you can have your music played in his next movie or on his shows. Right. That would be amazing. I mean, his shows don't stop. No. And somebody else whose shows don't stop? 50 Cent. That boy is on fire. Mm-hmm. He is doing his thing. And to have your music on either one of their platforms would be so amazing.
Oh yeah, that would be dope. That'll be a dream.
Yeah, so maybe you can put together something and then market that. And hey, I'll do whatever I can too,
Sure, for sure.
Okay.
So y'all in this together.
That's right. And it's all about you winning. That's what it's about. Seeing you make your dreams come true, because man, you've been doing this for a long time. Yeah, a long time.
Yeah.
And you deserve it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Just don't, look, I don't need none of your money, but just don't forgive me when you make it to the big leagues.
I'm always.
Just answer my text messages, you
Ain't
know.
gonna be funny with nobody who ain't funny with me. You know what I'm
I
saying?
know that's right.
Yeah. You start getting funny then, you know.
And you know, I'm too old to change, so ain't it?
And I would say that's one thing too is what's been funny about the studio is the amount of people that come around that came out of nowhere that you know reach out that all of a sudden they your cuz or you know what I'm saying that stuff been an adjustment for me.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Because I'm not used to people demanding so much of me from a place of nothing or no relationship. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah. Yeah. No, I understand that. I get real weird. I get real weird. And I just literally deleted so many people off of my social media because I feel like that personal page, it is personal, you know.
right,
So my other page, I'm like, they can look at that all they want to, but everybody doesn't need the same amount of access to you, you know. And I feel the same way. I'm like, you know, it's so weird when people reaching out to you and it's like, well, where have you been all my life?
right, right.
You know, so it's like if I'm always the one that's reaching, then that's not a balanced relationship. So you have to be very careful because even with one of our cousins, Will Bynum, he is the same way. And I don't blame him. You know, he's very protective because he's like the people that weren't there before all of a sudden are, you know, they want this relationship. And I get it.
Right,
I get it when you were struggling or nobody knew, you know, who you were playing for or whatever.
right, yeah,
I get it. So you protect yourself. So whatever doesn't feel right,
right,
push them away.
right, right.
I don't care if it's even me. If something don't feel right, you do what's best for you. Yep.
But nah, I'm gonna push you away. Like I said, you don't give me a reason.
Never. Never. I'm never gonna change. I'm always gonna be
Yeah,
who I am. And for me, I want you to succeed. Anybody that I bring on this platform is because you need to be connected to somebody that you don't know just yet. They need to know who you are.
for sure.
So that's not what it's all about. That exposure and bringing people together. So
Right, right,
that's why I love what I do. Like I'm not getting nothing from it, and I don't want nothing from it. I'm good, you know.
right. But now something's gonna come from it. You know, you put your energy into something, you're gonna bear fruit of something. You know.
Your success.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it. As
Yeah.
long as I'm so serious, like I love connecting people. So like even with the other artists that were here and the people that are coming, to see you all connect and to make something work, like that's what matters to me.
Right, right.
So I'm good. I'm good. Let's get you to Tyler Perry. Let's get you to 50 Cent. Let's get you on this event that's about to happen here in Atlanta. So y'all check out Sheldon. I'm going to put his Instagram page on there. There is an event that is about to take place in Atlanta, and he is going to be a part of it. So make sure you look out for him.
For sure, for sure.
Yeah. All right. So thank you so much for chatting with me. I love you to pieces.
Love you too.
And we're gonna do this again at the studio.
Yeah, definitely. It'll be fun because you know it'll be fun. It's a vibe up there.
I can't wait. I'm excited.
Mhm.